Yeah, this is the Killer Nacho again, and Ross wanted me to do a second guest narration for him, so I'm glad to be here. Yeah, if you don't know me, I'm the Killer Nacho, and this is a battle between Ross and Stricken. Yeah, here is the battle. So here's Ross's battle with Stricken, and yeah, I guess Stricken leads with Jirachi, and Ross leads with an Infernape who fakes out, so that's kind of cool. And yeah, I think that did no damage, so good job, I guess. So Ross is going to set up the Stealth Rock, Stricken's going to paralyze the Infernape, and that's big trouble. So yeah, he goes into Lantern, as Jirachi set up Stealth Rocks of his own, and Lantern is going to do what to the incoming Porygon 2? Oh, he confuses it. So I guess Stricken was thinking he'd go with an Electric-type move, but instead he just gets confused. So they both switch out. Ross goes into a Ursaring, and Stricken goes into a Latias. And I don't think this is too good for Ursaring. Unless there's something I'm missing. Gets it with a Dragon Pulse. Will the Ursaring live it? Oh yeah, he does. Quite well, actually. Facades. Man, I guess Ursaring is more bulky than I thought. And, oh, he almost took it down. Not quite. That's pretty bad for Ross there. Unless he has, like, a quick attack. I don't even know if Ursaring can learn it. But no, he just goes out into Gallade, who is actually a pretty good special defense, so that's a pretty good switch for Ross. So, yeah. Oh, a Shadow Sneak. That's good. And that's going to be able to take down a Latias. So, there you go. So, yeah. I like Gallade. I'm sad it's not used more. Okay, so, yeah. To counter the Infernape, Ross sends out Suicune, but the Infernape just goes for a U-turn, so no doubt Stricken's just going to send out a counter. And the best counter he has for Suicune is an Alakazam. I'm kind of confused now. Maybe it's a Trick Sand or something. Well, Ross is going to go out into Infernape, I guess, just to be safe. Oh, but he just goes for a Psychic. So I'm thinking maybe this is a Spexzam, which probably has Trick anyway, but let's take a look. Yeah, it seems to be some kind of Spexzam. And he's going to withdraw against the Gallade into Jirachi. Ooh, a Taunt. I don't know what he was thinking there. Maybe he was predicting the switch. That was actually pretty cool. That taunting a Alakazam that's used Psychic. But anyway, Porygon 2 is out now, and yeah. Ooh, Rotom. I don't know what form that is. The Wind one. But I don't remember the name of it. They're all creepy looking. Ooh, a Light Screen. That'll be troublesome. Oh, but the Porygon 2 has Toxic. That's actually really original. I never see Toxic on Porygon 2. It's always Thunder Wave. So that must have been a surprise for Ross, too. Wow. Okay, so he goes into Honchkrow, and the Rotom just sends up the Will-O-Wisp on the Honchkrow. So this is one of those bulky Rotoms, the one that I expected him to have before, but whatever. So the Honchkrow is going to predict the switch and Pursuit, and actually gets a crit. Oh wow! And Rotom is just going to Thunderbolt and take down the Honchkrow, I think. Yeah. So Honchkrow is dead. And Rotom is still toxic, and is really hurt because of that crit Pursuit. So here is Jirachi, and Jirachi's going to try to Wish to Toxic Stall, I guess. And, ooh, the Rotom's Will-O-Wisp missed. That's not good. And I think Rotom's going to be taken down to the Toxic now. Yep, it does. So that was not a good miss for Ross. So now he goes into Suicune, and maybe some Calm Mind action, I don't know. And yeah, he goes for the Calm Mind on Stricken's Alakazam. And I'm really thinking this is a Spexzam for some reason. So I don't know. I don't know if he's going to try a Trick or just go for a Psychic. There you go. So there's the Psychic, and wow, that did a lot. You got another crit. Oh my goodness. Stricken, what a luck-sacking nub. And now he's gonna, once again, withdraw against the Gallade, and Shadow Sneak the Infernape. So that doesn't do a whole lot to Infernape. I mean, Shadow Sneak isn't too powerful of a move. Ooh, and Ross is gonna let him U-turn, so that does some damage to Gallade. And he goes into Zam, and Zam's gonna take the Drain Punch pretty nicely, I think, yeah. So, maybe a Shadow Ball's coming, I'm thinking. Ooh, Shadow Sneak. Will that KO? Oh, it just barely doesn't do it. Oh, but he doesn't Shadow Ball, he just Psychics, which is neutral against, what's-his-face, Gallade. Yep. And the Alakazam is taken down with a Shadow Sneak, so, wow. So, yeah, Gallade is looking pretty nice. I have to try Gallade sometime if it's this nice. So, anyway, here's Infernape. We're just gonna Fire Blast the Gallade. Will it take it down? Oh, he survived with 6 hit points. Oh my god. That was a pretty epic survive there. But Drain Punch isn't going to be getting a whole lot of HP back. But will the Shadow Sneak take it down? Yes, it will. So, some excellent playing by Ross here. And Gallade is kind of healthy again. I wonder if it'll be able to take a hit from this thing. He goes for a Taunt, which doesn't turn out to be a good prediction for Ross, because it just discharges. But, you know, it doesn't really matter too much, considering, like I said, Gallade is pretty good special defense, and Drain Punch is going to heal a whole lot coming from a Porygon 2. So I don't think this Porygon 2 is going to be able to do a whole lot except for hope for the Para-Hax. So I think Ross is in a pretty good position here. Because, yeah, this Porygon 2 is not going to be able to do anything to this drain-punching Gallade. I really like this Gallade, wow. Yeah, so he discharges, does nothing again, no Para-Hax, no crit, no nothing, and I think this should be a dead Porygon 2. Yeah. And Gallade is in green health again after being down to 6 hit points. Wow. So Jirachi is Stricken's last poke, and yeah, he's going to go out into Lantern to take the Iron Head pretty nicely. And yeah, that's not very effective on Lantern, so I think that's pretty much good game. Yeah, he flees. So, yeah. So yeah, it was an entertaining battle, guys, and so subscribe to Ross. He's a great battler. You won't regret subscribing to him, and yeah, I really enjoyed narrating it. I really enjoyed watching it. That Gallade was such a beast. Gallade. Wow. So, yeah, that's all I really have to say. See you next time. Or, I don't know, if he ever decides to let me do it again. I don't know.